Salutations, everybody. It's your girl, Shahara. So, all my people who know me know that I'm a type 1 diabetic. And if you don't know, I'm a type 1 diabetic. And I'm on an insulin pump. And insulin pump is the Omnipod 5. And this is probably the worst insulin pump I've ever been on. And I'm at my last straw with this insulin pump. Now, not every insulin pump is going to work for every user. But, I mean, first and foremost, this is what sticks on your body. This big old, it's cordless. Oh, it's cordless. It's wireless. I hate it. Because it is huge as hell. Not only does everybody see it, but it's just big as fuck. Like, it's big. And then the adhesive, this is my issue. And this is what led me to make this video. Is that this side is supposed to stick to you. This is the part that sticks to you. This is the adhesive. This is what it looks like fully. And this is the adhesive. I keep getting Omnipod pods that it doesn't have enough adhesive. It's not sticking. It keeps beeping at me because you need to do your thing. You need to set it up. I need to finish setting it up. But I'm in the middle of setting it up. I stick it on my body and it already came off. I'm clean. I took a shower. I'm dry. So, and I hate when you Google it and their website's like, you're not like cleaning the area with alcohol before. I did. Y'all's adhesive sucks. I've never, and like looking it up, I've had people, like I'm seeing people say like, oh, it could just be a bad batch. Baby, I'm on the Dexcom 6. And that adhesive, I've never had a bad batch. It always sticks. So why does Omnipod have a bad... And these are like, this is dating like 7 years ago with the Omnipod. So this has always been an issue. People have probably called and brought it up and they still... I hate the Omnipod. Especially since I've been on other insulin pumps. And so there's this little blue tube that comes out of here. And that's what sticks in your body and delivers your insulin. And usually on other pumps, the inset, that's the part that sticks on you, has the tube that goes into your body and delivers your insulin. And they have different size, like lengths of tubing, depending on if you're bigger and you need a longer tube to actually stay in the body, shorter if you're young, stuff like that. Regular size. This comes with one size tube. So if you're a bigger person on the Omnipod and you're tubing, like in certain areas, that will happen. The tubing is just not long enough. If I have it on my leg, the tube, it don't sit, and then with the adhesive problem, it doesn't stay in there. Yeah, it's just an overall headache. And then sometimes when you, you have to disconnect the pump. Sometimes when you disconnect the pump, it won't disconnect right. And so you're like, whether you're on your phone with your Omnipod app or with your actual little Omnipod phone, it'll say when you go to do a new Omnipod, it'll say that there are two connected. Like, oh, we're finding another Omnipod. If I disconnected this one, why are you reading my new one and the old one? And so you have to go in there. It's really bootleg. You have to go in there. There's a little hole you have to stick a needle or a paper clip in to break the battery so it doesn't disconnect, or at least it doesn't read that Omnipod anymore. Yeah, I hate Omnipod. I've been on this thing for 2 years, and I hate it. And when I tried to get on another insulin pump, my doctor at the time didn't want to do it. I need to ask my new doctor. But Yeah, that is, it's aggravating. This is so aggravating. Why, if I'm trying to just go about my day, put this on, it takes maybe at most 5 minutes to set your Omnipod up. Your new one, when you have to switch it out. That, and it only holds 200 milliliters of insulin. Whereas most insulin pumps hold 300. And I think, and then it will read, like, it's supposed to last 3 days, and it will sit there, and depending on what time you do it, I've had it read where it's like, okay, you're gonna have to, like, the pod is gonna expire in 4 days. I'm like, how the hell you, like, I've done the calculations. I'm like, that's not right. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't even sound right. So I'm like, how do you, this is the, honestly, if I'm gonna be honest with you, I feel like this insulin pump is perfect for children rather than adults. Or maybe if you're like older and you don't need as much insulin, you know, you may not need as much insulin, but like for children who, you know, may not need as much insulin, and like, you know, the cording of a lot of different, you know, the wire of a lot of different insulin pumps. There she go, beeping again. So yeah, I can't stand the Omnipod. Too long didn't read. I can't stand the Omnipod. It is the worst insulin pump I've ever had. It has just a multitude of problems that's ridiculous, and they're problems that I don't want to waste this pod, and so I don't know what to do. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do, because I've literally taken, you know, like I've had before, like, okay, if I take isopropyl alcohol, it makes it stick a little better, or I heated the pot up because there's insulin in here, but literally I'm like trying to put a little bit of heat on it, trying to, like, I put it on my stomach, which has the most body heat, and it just falls off. And so it's like, I don't even know what to do. I don't want to waste that. I spend money on these pods. I don't want to waste a pod because it didn't want to freaking stick, because when they manufacture these things, and I've seen people say they get pods that are too sticky, and I've had that before too. So it's like a lose-lose. This insulin pump is freaking awful. I can't stand it. And yeah, I'm gonna try to get on another one. So too long didn't read. Hate the Omnipod. Their adhesive sucks. Their tubing that goes into you isn't long enough. Not a big insulin capacity holder. And these are things for me that I don't like, because I've been on other insulin pumps. But yeah, this is the worst insulin pump I've been on. So that's all I got.